Lineups, we begin with the Timberwolves. Teagle, Kogi, Sharch, Towns, and look there in the center of your screen. Kate will never forget this night. The Wizards will counter with Satoransky, Beal, Ariza, Green, and
concept. You got to play against the switch, and Karl-Anthony Towns will have to deal with the double teams. He did a great job last ball game.
Yeah, with those 7 assists. Towns only 4 rebounds in the loss at Detroit the other night. That was not a season low. Now, how about Timberwolves have been very good on their home floor, 21-10. They've won their last 4 here at Target Center. Towns off the glass and in.
Just going right at the double team, splitting the double team and going through 2 defenders.
And aggressive Karl-Anthony Towns is a good Karl-Anthony Towns. That was a nice
the court. All the things that he does.
Okogie takes it away. Wizards do a decent job of getting back, but Keita Bates Diop runs the floor and gets played in Charlotte. A heartbreaker. They lost 112-111. Sharich drills the triple.
Warwick was the offensive rebound last game. Remember the old boards that he was grabbing and hurting Minnesota that way? You got to put a body on him on the perimeter. And there's
indicate otherwise, but being in the East is a big advantage, and they've got a 5-game homestand coming up after this game tonight. Satoransky in it, and Beal clears the rebound. The Timberwolves have missed 7 straight shots. Satoransky puts it up, and Portis. Bounce pass unable to be handled by Keita Bates Diop. Portis out in front of everybody, and he's able to get him. Fourth year out of Arkansas, 24 years old, so he's just now starting to begin to enter the beginning of his prime.
I would venture to say there are just as many in the East as there are in the West when you think about it.
Sharich.
Wow, good hands that time. Corral it again and knocked down the layup inside.
Portis drilling the threes. The Timberwolves are 1 of 8 from
too many guys offensive rebounding that time. And so Jeff Green is...
I didn't want to have a Steve Bartman moment there. Of course, the stakes not nearly as high. Towns, speaking of high, man, did he get up for that slam.
In that category, Karl-Anthony Towns at the time was 12. I don't believe he got an and one in Detroit, so that's his 37th of the season.
Man, right now they've been picking far too much poison no matter what they've been trying to
go back to the handoff, and then he keeps it this time. So that, I mean, that's just...
Look up what Bobby Portis' career high is for a quarter, because he's got to be there or close to it already. He's got 15.
Stare at that post up, and you just like, everybody's looking at that mismatch, and sometimes you turn it over in that situation. So it's always good to move the basketball and try to exploit.
Because it's a mismatch doesn't mean that the small isn't capable of making a play. Towns making a huge play.
Speaking of a mismatch,
Bates Diop takes it to distance.
That's a good take. Works both ways. Great screen by Towns.
Derek throws, and it's Porter on a high note. Tyus gets it to Towns and catch.
Situation. Carl fueling what's going on here. 12 points for Towns here early.
Parker season. Been a bugaboo all year.
Torture chamber. Jabari Parker in the torture chamber this time.
Taj, who got ejected in Detroit for that flagrant 2.
Man.
Beal's going to let a little time go off. Got the high screen. Will take it himself. And back to back.